Deans of Schools to present candidates for the conferment of master's degrees of Kenyatta University in the order indicated in the graduation program. All the graduates who will be receiving the various master's degrees will rise in the order in which the executive dean will present them and will remain studying without their caps on until requested to sit by their respective executive deans awaiting the conferment of the degrees.
Master's degrees, School of Agriculture and Environmental Sciences. Master of Science, Integrated Soil Fertility Management, Chepkorir. Master of Science, Agribusiness Management and Trade, Kelvin. Master of Science, Agricultural Economics, William. Master of Environmental Science, Abdiwali, Eric Wahome. Master of Environmental Science, Environmental Studies and Community Development, Kiramba. Master of Environmental Studies, Climate Change and Sustainability, Resource Pamela. Master of Science, Environmental Education, Caroline Isako. Please take your seats.
School of Business, Economics and Tourism, Master of Science, Tourism Management, Kinywa Nasib Matapelo. Master of Science in Hospitality and Tourism Management, Janet. Master of Science, Human Resource Management, Odiamo. Master of Science, Entrepreneurship, Kwitonda. Master of Science, Finance, Andrew, Ben, Bosire, Cheriot, David, Douglas, Grace, John, Kamau, Kibe, Lynette, Mecheo, Michael, Ngatia, Nico, Njoroge, Pius, Rispa, Victor. Master of Business Administration, Finance, Abdullahi, Betty, Boaz, Caroline, Choge, Davis, Dixon, Doris, Ekido, Elizabeth, Eric, Evelyn, Gashiri, Gadogo, Gitali, Imana, Jacob, John, Joseph, Josephat, Judy, Kingston, Kimnetich, Manuan, Margaret, Martin, Maimuna, Miriam, Muchai, Muteru, Mwangi, Nelson, Guyo, Nicholas M, Nicholas Suriuki, Njagi, Olga, Omwenga, Paul, Peter, Purity, Rono, Rosaline, Rotich, Amos Rotich Davis, Samuel, Say, Simon, Stanley, Tarus, Tele, Mahungu, Wesley. Master of Business Administration, Accounting, Ahmed, Chepkorir, Joffrey, Hamse. Master of Business Administration, Entrepreneurship, Cecilia, Vivian. Master of Business Administration, Human Resource Management, Ada, Lillian, Marion, Moses, Mugo, Mujogu, Mutisia, Obuya, Onyango, Priska, Protasio, Rita. Master of Business Administration, Strategic Management, Abuor, Akini, Anne, Armstrong, Arthur, Agustin, Bartonjo, Ben, Benedette, Boniface, Bosire, Catherine, David, Diana, Dishon, Edwin, Emmanuel, Frida, George, Isabel, Jamlek, John, Joy, Judith, Kairanya, Kerio, Kipkorir, Lavenda, Lilian Akini, Lilian Wadera, Lillian Mwaka, Lucy, Mary, Matthews, Meshach, Moses, Mwarania, Ndegwa, Nedi, Nicholas Kiplangat, Nicholas Omondi, Olonde, Omar, Priska, Rehab, Regina, Robert, Roseanne, Sabina, Samora, Samuel, Solomon, Tono, To. Master of Business Administration Project Management, Abdi Hakim, Abdullahi, Agnes, Albert, Anthony, Buai, Chepkoech, Christopher, Claire, Damaris, Deborah, Gankue, Ke, Georgina, Juma, Michael, Muchemi, Muna, Peris, Priscilla, Scholastica, Sospita, Stephen, Vincent, Watenga, Winfred. On page 36, Njeru, Paul, and Veronica. Master of Education, sorry. Okay, sorry. Where were we? Where had we reached? Okay. Thank you. Master of Business Administration Management Information Systems. Bernard Mulingulu, Bernard Elvis Gitahi, Heli Kipto, Kiprop, Macharia, Peter. Master of Business Administration Marketing, Calvin Muia. Master of Business Administration, Procurement and Supply Chain Management, Grace Mary Ruben. Master of Project Monitoring and Evaluation, Jeremiah Mutua. Master of Economics, Cooperation and Human Development, Abdi Majid. Master of Economics, Beatrice Bernard. Master of Economics, Econometrics, Eugene Gitau Kiblangat. Master of Economics, Policy and Management, Frederick Muridi Nyambu Tuku. Master of Economics, Finance, Joseph Juma Matenge Ndiayo. Master of Economics, International Trade and Finance, Joachim Mutuku. Please take your seat.
School of Education and Lifelong Learning, Master of Education, Educational Research, Evaluation and Assessment, Joseph Mutai. Master of Education, Guidance and Counseling, Joanina Maina Masinde. Master of Education, Educational Psychology, David Elizabeth Galeubon Ipateleng Isaac John Kagaleleo Kimgetich Lucy Lynette Ndungu Wanyonyi. Master of Education, Educational Planning, Amos Damaris Sila. Master of Education, Curriculum Development, Doreen. Master of Education, Educational Administration, Amina, Celestine, Daniel, Dixon, Naomi, George, J. Barayama, Langat, Limakwang, Mohammed, Muhoho, Mutio, Peter. Master of Education, Special Needs Education, Emmanuel, Gisore, Jane. Njeru, Paul, Veronica. Master of Education, Educational Technology, Francis Ngwiri. Master of Education, Physical Education, Dan Muinde. Master of Education, Science Education, Hassan Jackson. Master of Education, Language Education, Freeman Jefferson Mugo Ruth. Master in Speech and Language Pathology, Caroline Clinton Linda Mukewa Pamela Salome. Please. take your seats.
School of Engineering and Architecture, Master of Science, Renewable Energy Technology, Isabel. Please take your seat.
School of Health Sciences, Master of Science, Infectious Diseases, Njue Suleiman. Master of Science, Critical Care Nursing, Thomas. Master of Science, Mental Health and Psychiatry Nursing, Grace Mary. Master of Science, Food Nutrition and Dietetics, Beatrice, Bridget, Collins, Juliet, Maina. Master of Science, Water Sanitation and Hygiene, Osman. Master of Science, Physical Education, Jedida Mary. Master of Public Health, Epidemiology and Disease Control, Chui Francesca, Jennifer, Ibrahim Kagweri Kirongo. Master of Science, Environmental Health, George. Master of Public Health, Reproductive Health, Davis, Jared, Ruth. Master of Science, Health Information Management, Adundo. Master of Science, Health Management, Ogira. Master of Public Health, Monitoring and Evaluation, John Kezia. Please take your seats.
School of Law, Arts and Social Sciences, Master of Arts, Public Policy and Administration, Abbas, Abdurrahman, Abdul Rashid, Abdul Karim, Ali, Andrew, Anne, Ben, Brian, Chepkiri, Cynthia, Deborah, Kishui, Gloria, Ida, Jacqueline, Judy, June, Kaltuma, Katonon, Kimanga, Chris, Kimathi, Kimtai, Kisanga, Liliani, Maitaria, Martin, Mary, Masimbai, Masi Wanjiku, Ndungu, Ngu, Onyango, Opio, Rajab, Ruth, Victor, Wangui, Werimo, Sainabu. Master of Arts, Counseling Psychology, Grace, Julian, Roy, Philip, Vivian, Wandati. Master of Arts in International Relations and Diplomacy, Alinur, Ayuel, Dennis, Geoffrey, Gloria, Isaac, Jamila, Johnston, Joseph, Justus, Kalui, Kiprotich, Linda, Lokisoi, Mbadu, Morisi, Muriuki, Mtei, Mwangi, Njuguna, Philip, Wellington. Master of Arts in Peace and Conflict Management, Crispo Frederick. Master of Arts, English and Linguistics, Angwen Job Silaisa Waruru. Master of Arts, Applied Linguistics, Juliet. Master of Arts, Urban and Regional Planning, Mercy. Master of Arts, Literature, Kiblangat. Master of Arts, History, Bernice, Grace, Josephine, Koech, Were. Master of Arts, Religious Studies, Lucy, Mwaisha, Nancy, Rono. Master of Arts, Kiswahili, Florence, Geoffrey, Hawa, Nancy, Priscilla, Oluchili. Master of Arts, Community Development, Chenima. Master of Leadership and Governance, Abudo, Eshialila, John, Kibe, Robin, Sheikh. Master of Security Science and Management, Eric, Imai, Joseph Kibet, Joseph Muriuki, Lawrence, Leonard, Susan. Master of Science in Security and Strategic Studies, Kundu, Roba, Master of Security Management and Police Studies, Alila. Master of Science, Fashion Design and Marketing, Jacqueline Msombi. Please take your seats. School of Pure and Applied Sciences. Master of Science, Microbiology. Omondi To. Master of Science, Medical Microbiology, Peter. Master of Science, Biotechnology, Happiness, Janet, Kelvin, Kiari. Master of Science, Animal Ecology, Mudhiuru. Master of Science, Chemistry, Lina. Master of Science, Biochemistry, Motai. Master of Science, Analytical Chemistry, Jau. Master of Science, Applied Analytical Chemistry, Raviru. Master of Science, Medical Biochemistry, Elizabeth. Master of Science, Applied Mathematics, Anthony, Celestine, Chebngeno, Mary, Nyaga, Stephen, Valerie. Master of Science, Physics, Elphick, Kihagi, Boro. Master of Science, Plant Ecology, Levi, Sheila. Master of Science, Applied Parasitology, Diana. Master of Science, Integrated Watershed Management, Cyrus, Johannes, Justus. Master of Science, Hydrology and Water Resources, Faith. Master of Science, Computer Science, Brian, Frederick, Mudhaura. Master of Science, Records Management and Archives Administration, Walwenda. Please take your seat.
Will all the graduates who will be conferred the various master's degree rise up and put their caps on? Mr. Chancellor, sir, it is now my honor to present to you candidates for the conferment of the various master's degrees of Kenyatta University. May all members of academic staff and guests in academic attire arise.
I admit the persons presented to me to the various master's degrees of Kenyatta University, and by my authority, that of the entire university, give power to read and to do all that appertains to these degrees. You may now turn your pencils to the right.
Hongereni sana, shangwe na vigelegele.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I now call upon the executive deans of schools to present candidates for the conferment of bachelor's degrees and award of postgraduate diplomas and certificates of Kenyatta University in the order indicated in the graduation program. All the